Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are doing well. So students, we have started animal tissue, right? So, and in animal tissue, we have studied what? Epithelial tissue, right? And today we are going to do connective tissue, right? So, as the name suggesting, from the name, you can get idea that connective tissues are those tissues which connect whole body, right? So the cells in these tissues, they are loosely spaced. Cells are loosely spaced, right? Right? Cells are loosely spaced and they are embedded in intercellular matrix, right? Embedded in intercellular matrix, right? The cells which are present in connective tissue, they are loosely spaced, right? And they are embedded in intercellular matrix. So students, the question arises, what is matrix? Matrix is what? It may be, matrix may be jelly-like, right? It can be jelly-like, it can be fluid, right? It is dense or rigid. Okay students, so matrix is what? It may be jelly-like, it is fluid, and it may be dense or rigid, right? If we talk about its nature, so the nature of matrix is depend upon the particular function which is going to be performed by the cell, right? So the nature of matrix is depend on the function of connective tissue, right? Okay students, understand the nature of matrix, how it need to work, how it is like is it jelly or it is fluid? It totally depends on the function of connective tissue, right? So this is all about the cells which are present in the connective tissue. So moving forward, we will study about the types of connective tissue, like what are the examples of connective tissue which are present in our body, right? So students, moving forward, for the example of connective tissue, first we have blood, right? Blood is the example of connective tissue, right? So in blood, it contains what? Fluid matrix, which is called plasma, right? And this plasma suspend what? It suspend RBC, WBC and platelets, right? It suspend RBC. So what is RBC? You all knows very well. RBC is red blood corpuscles, right? And WBCs is white blood corpuscles, right? And platelets. So this plasma contains proteins, salts and hormones, right? And the blood, what is the function of blood if we'll talk about that? So blood helps in the flow of gases, digested food, hormones and waste material, right? To excrete the waste material, help in the function of excreting, right? So this is all about the blood, right? Then moving forward to the next example of connective tissue, it is bone. Bone is also a connective tissue, right? So what it does, it forms the framework which supports the body, right? And it anchors the muscles. Anchors the muscles means it keep holding the muscles, right? And supports the main organ of body, right? So bones help in the helps the main organs of our body to keep erect, or we can say to function properly or support it, right? Also, these bones are strong and non-flexible tissues, right? You can't bend the bones, right? You can only bend from the joint parts like this. These are the joint points, right? So you can bend it from the joint parts only, not from the bone part. Like this part doesn't get bent, right? So this bone, it is embedded in a hard matrix, right? And this hard matrix, it composes what? It is composed of calcium and phosphorus compound. Okay, students. So this is about blood and blood connective tissue and bone connective tissue, right? So moving forward to the next connective tissue, it is ligament, right? So students, moving to our third example we have is of ligament. Ligament is also an example of connective tissue, right? So what is the function of ligament? What it connects? It connects two bones, right? And it has elasticity also, and it has strength also too, right? And it contains very little matrix, right? It contains very little matrix. So the very main function of ligament is to connect one bone to the another bone, right? To another bone. So these are few examples of connective tissue we have covered, and tomorrow also we will continue this part also. Okay, class? So if you have any doubt in this session, you can ask me in the comment section. Okay, students? So meet you in the next class. Thank you so much.